Guys, their coach was talking about how they thought that was just a epic battle. How would you both describe the intensity of that game?
I think that it was really, really intense. I don't think that we were our best tonight as a whole, as individuals and collectively. So, I think if this battle takes place at a different place in a different time and later in the future, I think it'll go the other way. But I agree. We went back and forth, traded blow for blow. It was pretty much neck and neck the entire game. So, and that's a credit to Baylor. Great program. They made some tough shots that most people don't make. So, but I mean, we have a lot of takeaways from this game. We have a lot of film to go back and improve on and come back even better.
Yeah, I agree. It was a dogfight. I think we knew that coming in, knew that they're a good team. I think they played great. We didn't play great.
What stopped you guys from, reaching playing your best today? What do you think was that?
We did. We stopped ourselves from playing our best. It's quite honestly that simple. I think our energy from the beginning, even when we all walked into the arena today, we weren't as hype as we should have been. We weren't as focused as we should have been, and that's a mistake that we made, but that's not a mistake that we're going to make again. So I think attention to detail was really, really important, and we lacked that a little bit. I think we lacked that energy, and all of us, my field goal percentage, trash to my standards. That's trash. And I can't let that happen again. Everybody has something that they should have done a lot better, and that we normally do well. That's why, like you said, it kind of looks like it's an off night for us because we weren't on our P's and Q's. But they showed some different defenses. They brought two people in the paint, made it really hard for some post entries. And, yeah, they were just kind of in our guards' faces all night. I know Kenzie Hare was being face guarded, as she should be. She's a phenomenal shooter. But they just made it difficult for us.
Audi, it feels like, everybody tried to throw different defenses at you guys. What did Baylor do maybe differently that was extra challenging today?
Yeah, I would say one of the guards was kind of just sitting in front of me the whole time, and the other girl that was actually guarding me was behind me. So it made it really, really hard for the guards to make post-entry passes because they were also both, I think, at least 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", with ups. So that just makes it difficult to get it inside. So it was a good defensive plan by Baylor.
And Jada, how do you feel like you took on the challenge of, some of those three-pointers that you were left open for?
Yeah, I think I'm a pass-first PG, so my first look is always Audi, and they knew that. I think it was a junk defense that we've never seen. Clearly it worked. She's a smart coach, so props to her. I got to be better from the three-point line, but I think taking those shots with confidence, I practice those shots every single day. My teammates were pouring into me, so I was taking them with confidence, and I think they'll fall.
Jada, their coach also said that even when maybe you're not shooting that well early, late in games, she's seen it, you're always at your best. Did you feel like you were in a groove late to help the team be in a spot to tie or win at the end? Yeah,
I think every time I'm in the gym shooting by myself, before I leave, I'm imagining 3, 2, 1, thing like that. Since every kid does that, every person dreams of those big moments. So I think I pray for times like that, and I know that whatever the weight is on my shoulders, that I can take it. God has equipped me with those things, and I know my teammates trust me to take that shot. So as same as my coaches, they were telling me keep shooting the ball, keep being confident. So as a shooter, as a point guard, and things like that, when people are pouring into you, you just have more confidence.
Hey, Jada, back here. Can you walk us through that last play? It seemed like that was the set out of bounds or, out of the timeout. How did it kind of unfold from your perspective there?
Yeah, I think my main goal was to just get the ball in. We knew we were looking. Everybody knew where we were looking. It was Audi, obviously. She's our best player. So I think everybody knew we were looking in there. So it was kind of a tough pass to get in there. But we knew it was going to be tough regardless. I think at the end of those game situations, you don't have the best look that you always want. You're probably not going to be open, so you're going to have to take a tough look. And we did what we were supposed to do, and it just didn't fall through.
Audi, I think you kind of alluded to it with the film to watch, the tape to watch. Mm-hmm. Of course, losing stinks, but when the team forces you to not play as well as you'd like, how valuable is that film, and how much can you build, given that we're just in early January?
Yeah, that's huge. You don't want to play your best basketball in January. You don't want to be a monster in January. You want to be a monster in March. And in order to do that, you need to recognize your flaws. You need to recognize your shortcomings. And if you don't lose, if we would have won today, those rebounds that I missed seem a lot less significant. Those shots that I missed seem a lot less significant. Those turnovers that we had seem a lot less significant. But when you lose, it really just puts everything out there. You have to look in that mirror and recognize what you need to do better. And because we have that early, March, yeah.
It's kind of you guys have been able to, have that historic start to the season. This is the first setback. I think kind of the big question is, how do you rebound from it? What type of faith do you guys have in your abilities to bounce back, since this is the first time you'll be doing it as a team?
Right.
I think for us, like Audi said, we have good film from it. It stings, definitely. Everybody hates losing. I hate losing more than I love winning. So I think that's something that we don't take for granted. But also, don't get it twisted. Like, nobody can break us. Like, we're too close to each other. We love each other too much to let one game significant, whatever. They can't define us. Like, no loss is going to tell us who we are. I think we're going to come into practice tomorrow. Same love and energy, same loving on each other. Our coaches believe in us. We believe in our coaches. So one loss doesn't define us, and we coming back for sure.
I saw some hesitancy from several players today. Reese passed up a couple wide open threes. Even Jada, she's a pass first PG, obviously, but had a couple looks and kicked it. Even Addie Brown, who usually just kind of steps up in those moments. What can you guys say? Was it just the junk defense that they were throwing, or just you kind of felt out of rhythm?
I would say, from my point of view, it's hard to call your own number. You come down the court, you don't pass the ball once, it's hard to take that shot. Because when you miss, it's like, I'm being selfish. I come to the bench and I'm like, I'm not taking that shot no more because it's no pass shot. That's not, in my head as a point guard, you're like, that's not a good shot, no pass shot. And so when they're telling me to shoot it and you don't want to shoot it because you want to make that pass, you want to get that assist, whatever, it's tough. And so me and Reese being pass first PG, we're very similar in that aspect, and we want to get our teammates involved. So when our teammates aren't involved, we're kind of like we don't really know what to do. And obviously when we're ready for the junk defense like that, we haven't seen that before. But I think once we got in our rhythm, we did okay. But I think it's just like as a point guard, you're not used to taking that first shot.
Audie, you started the game with 2 jump shots, took a couple 3-pointers. Was that intentional? Is that something you're looking to do, is to shoot outside more?
Absolutely. I've got a bag that's deep, but you guys don't see it very often because if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. And 3 feet from the basket, that works for me. But when they threw a junk defense in there, and when there are girls that are 6'6", 6'7", then you're gonna have to go to an alternative bag, and that's what that was. I wanted to show that early so they knew that, you're not gonna put a pin on me here. I'm not a one-trick pony. I can do a lot more than people think. And although the threes didn't fall, they were all pretty close.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.